The reason why I put this next to the Salt and Sand is because this is our segue into our seasonal lineup, all cider cocktails. This is the second of the season. The first one was our Green is Gold. That one was supposed to be like a bee's knees cocktail, a gin and tonic, and that was really incredible. We were able to partner with Collective Arts out of Hamilton, Canada, and they're working with high quality cold pressed oils. So
the trends are so incredible right now.
It's
really cool.
very cool from an ingredient standpoint when you look at how breweries, how they're extracting flavors.
Yeah.
There's always
We have to create controversy, you know.
we have to create controversy always. And to be honest with you, we get a lot of, especially with cider, we have a lot of haters. That's really where the controversy comes into play. We have a lot of people within cider, we would call cider purists. They just want apples in their cider, and that's all they want. And I think that that's great. But unfortunately, we felt like that wasn't pushing the cider category forward. That's why we kind of did take, I would say, a very controversial kind of path within,
I would say so,
cider trends.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely a need for those people, but I think there's obviously, like in anything, just a need for innovation in general.
But ultimately, what we would love is for people to explore all that cider has to offer. And I think the hope is that because we all can kind of fit into this category within our own little niches, still do and produce what we love, but also then still grow the category.
I love that.
Seltzer is ruining everything for everyone. Let's talk about ingredients produced in a way that maybe we're not so excited about. We should all look into how Essence is produced.
Tell us. Can you tell us?
I mean, I don't really know.
Reveal industry secrets here, you know?
This
is a safe space.
Even like seltzer water, there's still Essence, and you're like, what the hell is Essence? And to be honest with you, we work with concentrates, and I think the concentrates can be made in a way that people can still get behind the process. I think when you talk about Essence, like the vapor off of the concentrate is the Essence. So it's like this very, very watered down version of what you're getting. But I would say you do have Rodman's Essence. It just wafts. And I'm curious. I'm like, okay, is this a form of distillation? But I don't really know. I would just say everyone do their own research.
So let's talk about your summer.
Yes.
Can I call it a summer series?
Seasonal.
Summer seasonal series.
So this is our Salt and Sand. We talked about the Green is Gold briefly. This is the second seasonal. This will run hopefully through the end of July, and then we'll move into our fall seasonal, which is backcountry. Salt and Sand is a mezcal margarita cider. That lime. We are working with sea salt. We incorporated some smoked agave syrup. What we did is we cold smoked Lapsang Souchong tea in agave, and then we blended that back.
Okay, and for those who don't drink Lapsang Souchong tea, super smoky Chinese tea.
It's incredible. We've been working with this more within our line. Hard tea just becoming a really big part of this better for you category, not just within alcohol, but within beverage as a whole. Working with tea, we're able to kind of create some depth and interesting flavors by working with different ingredients. We're really just experimenting with all things. We work with forest fruit, we work with bitters.
Nothing's off the table.
Nothing is off the table. And one thing I want to say just about this one is our seasonal lineup is part of our nonprofit series. So every blend, we're working with another US-based nonprofit. You can see it right here. We're working with the Sea Turtle Conservancy. They're out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. They're the oldest sea turtle conservation in the world. They've been around since 1949. Before we launched the cider, we donated $5,000 to that nonprofit. $1 per case is how we were able to break it down. Every case goes back to raise one sea turtle hatchling to adulthood.
There is nothing better than drinking for a cause.
I agree. So, Azul City.
Azul City. I've poured this. I love the name. I love the artwork. What am I smelling?
Blueberry, lemon, mosaic hops are like the big ones in this.
Reminds me of a fruit roll-up as a kid a little bit.
Oh my gosh,
it's crazy.
It tastes exactly like a fruit roll-up.
It does. It's awesome.
It tastes like red.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's got so much fruit roll-up vibe. I would love to get a fruit roll-up next to this and do like a side-by-side.
Do you have fruit roll-ups here?
I don't.
Next episode.
I love this.
And this was just kind of like a fill-in because we didn't have a collaboration, but we had then the Shared Universe line, which is our collaboration series. We'll have a Hoof Hearted collaboration coming out in August. We'll be doing something with Crooked Stave and Burlington Beer Company and potentially Bronx Brewing.
There's literally nothing that I've ever tried from craft that I didn't absolutely love. I'm so happy that you came and tasted me on these, talked about all the stuff you're doing. You're saving the turtles, you're pushing the boundaries of cider, you're pissing off the purists. Thanks so much for having this stuff for us.
And thank you, Nolan and Rodman's, for having this kind of supplier series.
Thanks so much for tuning in. If you have not subscribed to our channel, I don't know what the hell you're doing with yourself. Give this video a like too. We'll see you for another episode. We're gonna explore Johnny Appleseed
Yes.
down the road at some point.